Hello, welcome to another pick a card reading. This one's a general message reading, so it is not specifically about love, but you may get a love message here. Do try and keep it for general messages, so it could be about any situation. Just take what applies and leave what doesn't. The timestamps will be in the description box below, so you can pause your video and make your selection there. Also, the cards that I'm using will be there, and a link to my Facebook page. If you'd like a private reading, you can message me there. I hope you enjoy. Hi, and welcome to your reading if you chose group number 1. I really felt like saying 2 then, so maybe you were drawn to both. I haven't even done 2 yet, but we'll see. I don't know if you saw in the love readings, I announced a new charms thing. I found a box at flea market, so I'm going to do some charms. And I pulled the charms first, and it's so funny because some charms, as I put them in and find the meaning of them and put them in the box, some of them associated themselves with tarot cards, and one that came out in particular was the Queen of Pentacles, and she also showed up in the reading. And I had the same thing with the love reading, each one that associated with a tarot card, which how can they not? Tarot speaks about everything. So I have an oracle at the end there as well. So getting into the charms. So we have so much here about, I felt so much energy in pulling the cards, in doing the reading. Like, it had me in tears at some point, just overwhelmed with emotion just really quickly. Whoa. And there's like a real sadness underneath, but there's also so much celebration and extreme, like, I'm just somebody really powerful I'm connecting with, right? And you get that with the Queen of Pentacles, right? So this speaks of all of the different lives you've lived in this one life, all the intricate details that make you. On the back it actually says Pilgrim. So that could be significant for you, but I do feel like there's quite a spiritual journey here. There's a few crystals that indicate that, charms. We've got this goddess charm, which is definitely about that feminine spirit wisdom. And this is also like a spirals of manifestation, something that you're creating. You're creating something here. Also, the nut and bolt, like there's this need to find harmony with the people that you work with. And that may be lacking because this dolphin came up reversed. So there's some sort of friendship connection that is troubling you, or something to do with play, perhaps not getting enough play could be also a message here, because dolphins are very much about having fun and pleasure. But it was reversed. We also have the owl here, but that was also face down, so I'm just wondering if there's some sort of connection that you've held on to, and you're just sort of trying to make a decision at this point if it's going to assist you in your path ahead. Something like that anyway. Citrine came out. It's kind of broken. I won't put a rough in there again. It was a silly idea, but I'll use it until it's too broken. But this is a crystal of abundance, and I feel that because both pieces came out, maybe there's some sort of split of abundance here, like that may be a fear that there will be some sort of loss of abundance in a decision made. But there's this beautiful message that I feel needs to go to the end here, and this is you in the center. I hope I've been holding these up at the camera properly. I wasn't looking. This is you in the center, and all of these little shines around you are all the angels that are around you at the moment, guiding you through this what seems to be pivotal moment in your life. So you are so supported and guided, and this is a reminder that you're not alone, and this is something you've wanted and asked for, perhaps for a long time, from the core of your being, and your guides and angels have always tried to make it happen for you and help you. Maybe you've not been ready. That could be a message for some, but now it seems that you might be ready. So now we'll get into the cards. I'd love to hear some more feedback about the charms, because I feel like I didn't even need to pull the cards, and I felt quite a story there. So I might do some lives with just charms. I might try that out. About trying new things. So we'll start out here with the situation. We've got the Chariot, the Page of Pentacles, and the Four of Cups. Also, to clarify the Four of Cups, I've pulled a patch tarot. We've got the Nine of Swords. So yeah, a decision is being made to move forward with something that you've created, or to continue to move forward. But or some sort of new beginning. This could be relationship related, but I do kind of want to keep the two separate, you know. But you can resonate with relationship here too. I can see that. But to move forward with something that you've wanted to do, some sort of thing that you wanted to bring about, and perhaps it didn't work out how you wanted to, or you didn't, some sort of detail about it. It's so tricky to pull this, to read this part of the reading. I was like, oh, it looks so complicated. The challenge, Nine of Swords again, you seem to be quite worried about a certain detail here, like to let go of something, the loss of that might be worrying you. We've got the Four of Wands and the King of Pentacles. It could be a masculine energy here that you're wanting to come together with, and it's not happening. You're not able to bring it together at this time. You're not able to join your commitments up together with the Four of Wands. Can be like a community coming together sort of energy, celebration and such. And it's almost like you're the good times are behind you, maybe in a certain thing. That could be the case. Oh. There's a lot of you could be having some sleepless nights and a lot of dreams. A lot of dreams coming to you, but there's so much. Like on top of this sadness that seems to be at the core, you seem to be functioning on the outer. Maybe like you've got a mask on or something. It's not really a mask though, because I can see, obviously, Queen of Pentacles here twice. And I feel your energy. You're just, perhaps just 4 seasons in one day. That might even be playing up for you, like feeling all of the feels, but staying strong and getting on with what you're creating. Very powerful. So in the beliefs, we've got Hermit and the Eight of Cups. So, feeling the need to perhaps withdraw from a situation to seek your own counsel here. You're listening to your heart on a situation, and that's causing your mind, your ego or fears to go somehow. And, I also pulled a couple of patch here. I've got the Five of cups and the Wheel of Flow, which would be the Wheel of Fortune. So we've got fortune and loss. So it's, perhaps weighing up, something that doesn't perhaps belong in your future, in moving forward. And you know you're moving forward into something brighter. You can see that there is the sun. There's a bit of a glare. And away from something, an old flame or some sort of creation or detail that, something that's not serving you anymore. You're aware of that. You're like slowly detaching, perhaps. Like maybe it's something that's slow because I feel like it's something you weren't ready to do for a while. And it's just still, even though you're maybe ready, it's, I do feel like a little bit anxious myself about it. Like right in here, in the solar plexus and heart space, like I feel, it's a little bit much sometimes so you've got to distract yourself with the powerful things that you're creating. Perhaps that resonates. Okay, let's just move on, because that was tricky. I feel really, so in the root of the issue, I pulled a bunch of cards here too. We've got the Two of Cups, King of Swords, and then the Queen of Swords to come next to it. And so there could be two people that are different here and at odds. Perhaps the masculine is wanting the if this is love, sorry to put love on it, you know what I mean, I'm trying to keep them separate. But if that could be that the masculine's looking back at the connection and the feminine's like no, cold and disconnected, looking the other way. That could be it. That because there is this masculine energy that's sort of got a vision, wants to come forward, is extroverted about it, or is hunting. Also, I get that word too, if that makes sense. But yeah, this is also your energy, King and Queen of Swords, and your creation. And if you wanted to say it was just you. So that's being balanced and being logical and so that may be the issue, is maybe you're sometimes just so led by the heart. I can see that could be the case here, and so the challenge is sometimes to stay impartial or stay not sure. We have the Seven of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles, Three of Wands, and the Four of Pentacles from Patch in Root of the Issue as well. And this is, like, the keywords all are investment, works, purpose, and stability. And this is all about having where you're putting your energy, who you're working with, are they on your team, where are you working towards. It's the grounded, you're doing all the hard grounded work. It's not even hard, it's just step by step. It's methodical, and it's building something, and you know it. Whether that's study or new business or it's anything. Like, it'll resonate differently for everybody. And so, yeah, maybe feeling like this loss, some sort of loss perhaps takes your stability away, or all that you've worked for, or there could be that sense of, you put so much investment into something that isn't coming with you in the next part, perhaps. Maybe the case, and trying to find your own stability and who's on your team and all that stuff. I say, yeah. So recent past, we've got Four of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles, exactly the same energy. We've got the Four of Pentacles here, and it's that methodical energy, making those plans, securing your ship, securing your assets or your finances, trying to tighten the reins a little bit, get practical, get back to work, get saving in saving mode, or making a plan financially, or that sort of energy, really grounded, sort of coming into the reality of things, getting to work, getting to it, yeah. In the near future position, so today onwards, so forth, we've got the Sun and the Queen of Pentacles, and as soon as I saw the Sun, I looked to the Eight of Cups one, and it's that Sun. The Sun, it isn't that far away. If you're in a dark tunnel of transformation and change right now, if that applies, that light at the end of the tunnel is really not that far away. Like, it's here now. You can see that. And you know that, I feel too. I know you know how to embody greatness and happiness and euphoria, and you know how to bring that into your day and into your life. I can see that here. And if you're having trouble with that, go with the flow. It's all right. Dancing is good. So yeah, I'm just like letting you read your own card here. Sorry. Near future, yeah, we've got gorgeous Queen of Pentacles energy. It's everything we've spoken about so far. It's tending to, like, you could even see the detail in that pentacle with these gorgeous, it's all the intricate, it's getting to it. I just see so much craftsmanship in what you're doing and what you're creating. Like, it's everything that you are. It could be you, it could be your own self that you're creating, your own confidence, and stepping out into the world and delivering your message and believing in yourself, knowing that you can do it. So in the self-perception, we've got incredible, all major arcana, the World, Strength, and the Fool. So yeah, you've completed a huge cycle. You have gone through, you're wrapping something up and having to walk away from something. That may be the case. Maybe you're finishing study. Maybe you're like all of the things I've suggested so far. Some cycle is finished up for you, and it is drawn upon your strength and created a stronger being for it. But off you go into something new. As if, even the Oracle card, I'll just say it. I'll read it from the book a bit, and it's fork in the road. And we've got this in the outcome fork in the road, 2 of Pentacles too. I'm spoiling the reading, I don't care. Yeah. But it's where it's at, and you know it. This is your self-perception. You know you've been strong. You know this has taken a lot of courage, and you know you have, I feel like there's been some sort of maybe test for you too, and you've shown yourself, yeah, I did this, or I can do this, if that applies. Outside perception, so those around you and how you're viewing you. Magician, powerful, dedicated, grounded, abundant, doing the work, all of this grounded energy. There's so much earth energy here. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. We've also got Virgo. Virgo. A lot of we've got the air signs too, so that's Aquarius, Libra and Gemini, and we've got Cancer and Leo. But anyway, Ace of Pentacles, you're working on something, you're creating, you're tending to your life, you're tending to your abundance, you're tending to your family and children, you're tending to your creation. You're being seen by the people around you as dedicated and hardworking, and yeah, and I feel that. I was going to pull a patch for that one, I didn't do it. So in the advice, there we go. Yeah, that's why I didn't pull one, because the message was there. I remember now. The patch tarot was 4 of Swords, so respite, and this is what triggered the memory of what came through was the Knight of Swords and the 3 of Wands. So knowing when to go and charge and full force and get into work and stuff, and knowing when to rest and stop, and knowing when to just wait and allow things to come into you. It's just finding balance is the advice right now in what you're doing. Finding a bit of harmony, finding a bit of balance in pleasure. So that could apply to those that feel like they're all work and no fun right now. If that did apply with the dolphins backwards, know when to have a little bit of balance and a bit of fun. Know also that this is Mercury retrograde has just started, so if you're feeling held back and things aren't working out and you want to drive forward and move really quickly, and you're being told to wait, to just surrender to that with the 4 of Swords, right? Just allow it. Just don't push things if they're not happening. If you're being held back, it's happening for you, not to you. Just use that. That mantra solves everything. It's for me, not to me. I don't know how yet, but we'll see, right? In the outcome, we've got 2 of Wands, as I spoiled before, the 9 of Cups and the 6 of Swords. So, you're choosing a different direction. Whatever this old wand is, this old commitment, whatever it is, it doesn't serve. There's nothing there. There's no sustenance or excitement or anything around it anymore. It's quite barren. And here's the new world. Here's a map. Here's excitement. Here's off to go. And it's your wishes you're chasing after. What's going to bring you emotional fulfillment? And leaving behind things that were heavier, things that are finished perhaps. They served a purpose. Don't discredit that. There's so much wisdom to take from it. And you know that with the Hermit card, you're sitting there processing and absorbing that wisdom as you walk away from what doesn't serve. You look into your cup of fortune. It's bittersweet, I have to say. Right, so the Oracle card, Fork in the Road. I'll just read the main piece and you can apply it. Time to make a decision, considering the consequences as you prepare to act, owning up to your obligation to make a necessary choice. Every choice has a consequence. You've arrived at a fork in the road and are being asked to come to a decision. Will you further your dreams by choosing left or choosing right? Will you take the road less travelled or the one well worn by others who have come before you? This is your choice and yours alone to make. Circumstances and other people will not make it for you. Be present and do not avoid this junction, for it is an important crossroads. Take heart, as no matter which path you choose, you will have a rich and a meaningful experience. Yeah, I'll just leave that there. Cool. I hope that gave some comfort or guidance in this crazy month we're in, and good luck with the retrograde and this. And yeah, I'll see you next week. Bye. Hi, and welcome to your reading if you chose group number 2. And I am going to start the reading with charms. I'm not sure if you saw in the Lovers reading, I found this box at a flea market over the weekend and found some charms around the flea market at my house, and a couple of op shops and stuff. And so yeah, I'm going to start with that and see how it goes. I hope it's enjoyable for you. It'll be fun. I've enjoyed it so far. So I've got a bunch of charms that came out for this reading. First of all, actually not first of all. A couple of them came out reversed. So I'm going to pull out all the ones that are reversed first. I don't know how I'm going to be able to hold these up. So this, it's normally this way, but it's reversed. That one's normally this way, but it's reversed. And the pentagram with amethyst. So what I'm getting here is perhaps there's been a period of denial or reluctance to move forward, or feeling unsupported in moving forward. There's this withdrawal and isolation energy coming from all of these. But the message with this one is, no matter what, if this shows up in a reading, it is because you are guided. You are being divinely guided. You are so supported. The things that you want on the deepest level, those things are being brought to you, even if you don't realize it in the circumstances you're in right now, because they may be really hard to see, or it may be difficult because it's a challenge, but that perceived challenge is happening for you, are being brought to where you need to be. And so when it's reversed, it can talk about feeling like you're not supported and feeling like you're not being guided, or that you are not blessed at this time, but you are. You just can't see it yet because the blessing is perhaps hidden in amongst a challenge. Same for this one. This is very much about embracing the wisdom and listening to your intuition. And so perhaps there's been a period of denial, like I said, or not listening to it. And this can be very, very much about connecting to other groups of people. And so perhaps there's been an isolation or a step back from a group, or somewhere, something that you feel connected to. Feeling disconnected from that, perhaps. So we also have the lapis lazuli and pink quartz crystals, so that your intuition is guiding you towards self-loving options, self-loving choices. Your wisdom is coming through and is telling you that, you know, this is, you know, to surrender to the path and all of those things. That, like, I can see you're connected, whether you think it or not, or feel it or not. You're definitely, like, what you're hearing come through that. Get gentle guidance. Listen to it. Listen to your intuition. And definitely take steps to find your own joy in all sorts of different things. Like, really, if you feel guided to take a walk, then get up and do that. Take that walk. Breathe in the air. Listen to the birds. Like, bring yourself back to nature. Do try any self-love practices that you can think of. Give it a go. Did I talk about the aeroplane? We have a little aeroplane and like a chain link sort of thing. And these both symbols of hope and guidance and movement forward and connection. There is connection. There's soul connections around you and people that help you along your way. And there is definitely I feel a change of direction or a movement forward needing to happen here. There's a reluctance to connect, but you're guided to do that. There's also a situation here, perhaps ending, and we have that, the card, some of these charms also, when I held them, got to know what they meant, some of them would associate themselves with the tarot card, and this one did associate straight away with the Ten of Swords. So, the message I got with it too, when I first picked it up, was enough's enough, nail in the coffin. So that could be a message for you too throughout this reading, and all of that then comes out into the card. So I'm going to think about doing maybe some lives on my Facebook page with just the charms, see what happens there. I'm going to maybe do that. That'll be fun. I'm just waiting for some more feedback on how the charms go. So if they resonated with you, let me know. Now, situation. We have a lot of fives in this reading. I've used 2 different decks, but here we go. We've got the 5 of Cups, the 8 of Cups, and the 4 of Swords. So there is a deep sadness at this time, and really trying to process where you're at, where you're going, not knowing the way forward or how to find happiness at this time. It feels like really struggling. It may be quite a struggle for you, and this month is full of that. We've just had Mercury retrograde begin in Scorpio, and that can be really intense on an internal level. A lot of processing and like this perhaps inability to make movement forward in the external world as much as you'd like to create change that you want to see. It just seems to maybe you're up against a wall in some case, or unable to affect the change that you want to see. So there's a deep need for rest and or a deep desire for rest and withdrawal. You're in a place of rest and withdrawal. I feel like it would really benefit from any self-love practice you can do to just to be your own best friend through a time of challenge. How would you treat a best friend or a dear loved one, and if they were going through this? Be there for yourself in that way. Parent yourself, befriend yourself, romance yourself, however it applies. Try those new things and find out what calls to you. In the challenge, we've got the Two of Swords. So I'll talk a bit louder. Might be a bit quiet there. Two of Swords, the Six of Wands, and the Ten of Cups. So you've got this victory here. You had perhaps what you thought was a victory here, something that was really your everything. I really feel like whatever it was, you perhaps projected a lot of meaning into it of your own, like your own identity perhaps is attached to it in some way. That may be the case, or something about your identity attached to this thing. So without it, it's like you've lost a piece of yourself, and that is why we need to be whole and not codependent and putting so much identity and meaning into other things. Yeah, things have meaning, but I don't know. I lost what I was saying there. Okay, so I'll just get back to the cards, shall we? Yeah, the Ten of Cups, something you've, I don't know what happened there. So okay, I'm sorry. Yeah, not knowing the way forward. Really struggling with not knowing the way forward, struggling with the perceptions of love and fear. Like at one moment you're strong, I feel, and okay, and you're perceiving this as happening for you and you are protected, but then there's so many moments when that you're feeling, you're trying, I see you trying to shift that and trying to find victory here, Oh, I feel for this group. Okay, it's a challenging month. I see a lot of power here too. There's so much connection to your path and to what's true and to what's right, and there's so much like calling for you to be authentic with yourself and be authentic with this situation, and I feel like you've been I really feel like you've done your best here, and some sort of setback. So in the beliefs, it's disconnection again perhaps as well. We've got the Hermit and the Four of Wands, so it's almost like it could apply that you're feeling left out of some sort of celebration or some sort of gathering or group. That may apply here. It could also apply that you had to withdraw from something that you wanted to achieve or make happen, a travel plan or a new creative venture or something, and you couldn't somehow be involved for whatever reason, or you weren't able to go forward with it. In the root of the issue, it's sort of same energy here. We've got Five of Swords, Five of Wands, and the Page of Pentacles. So a setback in something that you wanted to manifest, or something you wanted to see happen or create, something you would, some sort of disagreement or loss, or that's caused a strain on the what it is that you're creating, or has caused some sort of setback for you. This could apply in so many different ways. It could be the loss of a relationship too, but I am trying to keep them over there to the Tuesday readings. In the recent past, we've got this Five of Pentacles with the Sun reversed, and the Eight of Cups. So Eight of Cups is here twice now. Is it here 3 times actually? No, just twice. Can't be here 3 times. I only used 2 decks. Laugh with me, not at me. Okay, so we've got the Sun reverse. We've got the 5 of Pentacles. We're feeling this is energy that's quite at a loss. This is the exact same energy here. Walking away from what doesn't serve you, or having no choice but to walk away because it's just not working, or you've been left in the cold and somebody else has walked away, or there's some sort of loss here that you've invested a lot of time and energy into, and there may be a lot of money that you've invested here as well, or collectively over a period of time, or there's been a setback, and feeling like there's no growth, there's the absolute lack of growth, and perhaps a little destruction. Barren is a word, again, that came in through the last reading too, the word barren. But moving into next week, we have the Magician, the Ace of Pentacles, and the 2 of Cups. A lot more positive energy, and we've got you taking your power back here, perhaps, or a new beginning happening. Some sort of, perhaps money is coming in for you with the Ace of Pentacles. We've got the 2 of Cups, which can talk about commitments and love and family and relationships and coming together and working together and being harmonious, and Chariot's on the bottom of the deck. But I want a little more, because it's definitely feeling a lot nicer. This is near future, could be tomorrow onwards. What came out there? The Chariot, that's what I said. Chariot's on the bottom of the deck. I should have just taken it. I felt like that at the time too. Yeah, you're moving forward. You're getting your confidence back. You're refining your power again. You're like, I'm not going to stay in this hole. Perhaps you've been there for a long time, really depressed. Perhaps something you've invested a lot of time, energy, and your passion and your drive. Like, I really feel like it's knocked you off course here, and there's something you're here to do. Like, you're a powerful person, and it's like, I just let me at it. Like, there's that energy too. I'm feeling that story strongly for someone. Perhaps a career move didn't work out, and you really want to be doing this because it's your thing. It's yeah. Anyway, you're getting that confidence back. You're getting a new beginning coming in. I want more about what's coming in, because this is a heavy reading, and I want some positivity here. We've got the Wheel of Flow, Fortune, the Wheel of Fortune. So 2 major arcanas coming out. We've got the Magician there as well as a major arcana. We're not getting many hints here. It's going to be different for everyone, isn't it? Resurrection, Evolution. So this is like a Phoenix type card, rising back up out of the ashes, and change with the 2 of Pentacles. So yeah, you're balancing out this. Perhaps the scales have been really tipped for a bit here, and you're balancing that back out and coming back out. You're coming back to life. You're making it happen. You have to do it. Nobody else is going to do it. And you're powerful. Maybe there's assistance that comes in too. And if it does, take it. Don't do it alone. Like, there's this perception that you have to do this alone, or that if you do connect with people, they're just going to hurt you, or that may be the case. That may apply for some people here, and that's not true. Not everybody is out to hurt you. And if you truly want the best for yourself, and you are showing up as your own best friend, then that will be reflected in the new relationships you make. You will start to meet other people who are of that energy too. So just be the best you, and you'll meet others who are the best them. They do exist. There are people out there that are like that. For whoever that's for, that may not be for everybody. But it may be too, though, because we've got this one that talks about community and coming together, and perhaps even a circle of feminines or something like this. And when it's reversed, it's feeling cut off from that, or that's unobtainable for you for some reason. And it's not. It's not true. You are connected. You're not seeing that you are supported. There are people around you that could love you, or angels around you or whatever it is. Whatever. Anyway, back to the cards. I love those charms. They're fun. Where am I? Near future? Yes, we've done all those. Okay, so self-perception. Yeah, you're in it. You're in it. Let's say that. You're in it. We've got the 4 of Cups, the Judgment card, and the Queen of Swords. You're making some hard decisions perhaps right now, making some cuts. That may be the case, using your intellect, your discernment, your strength, your wisdom, your that sword, perhaps making some big decisions. There is a sense of loss here though, and you're having to accept that. There's a bit of need to accept something that you don't really want to accept, perhaps, the situation for what it is. It's not, it should have given you more than it did. Whatever it was, it should have given you more than it did. Do you feel it? I do. It's not like, look at this, come on. It's not good enough. It's not good enough. Look at it again. Look at it actually again. Look at that. Look, it's not good enough. I didn't even see that. I'm just like, ugh. It's just no. All three of us. Can you do it with me? I'm sure you already are. Okay. Then I look down and it's this. It's a lot of internal energy right now. A lot of needing self-love. I just want to give a big hug to this group. See the imagery in this, and then I'm just bringing you back to these charms again. The self-love one. Oh, don't drop it. See, don't drop the ball on your self-love practice. Don't drop it. And that this is with lapis lazuli, I do feel like that is that 5D connection. Like it's really putting you on path. It is, I feel, aligning your will with God's will. And when you do that, you only receive so much abundance along the way, right? And through doing that, you have to start by embodying self-love. It starts all with that self. There's a huge awakening just at your fingertips in that way. You may have been there before, but it's like an expansion of that is just over the horizon. Yeah, there it is. Just look down, there it is. It's just there. That expansion is there. It's coming. It's just, yeah, we're in a tunnel. I resonate with that a little in my own life, I guess. Being in this, like, everything seems sort of still and, like, anyway, I'm going a bit over time. I better scoot along. So, outside perception, how others are perceiving you, I feel like there's probably a couple opinions around you at the moment. We've got one group or person or whatever that sees you as, yes, going through a huge challenge right now. Yeah, maybe you've attracted a few burdens in this situation or along the way, but you are moving through the cycles. And there's some people that see this as an opportunity for you to grow and believe in you. And then there may be some who, we've got 5 of Swords, 4 of Cups, who perhaps they think you're confrontational or conflicted or not understanding or not grateful. There may be that sort of energy there as well. So there's just others, how they're perceiving you. I prefer whoever's looking at you like this, honestly. That may not apply for everybody, but there's a few people that may hear this. So yeah, I prefer the people that believe in you and believe that these harder times serve purpose and that you will rise again and stronger. Some people that can accept reality in that way, and others who take life personally, perhaps take your actions personally. Maybe there's been a complication where, how could they not? There's a lot of 5s here. There's a lot of confrontation cards. It's conflict energy, right? But anyway, we will not dwell. We will move on to the action and advice for you. 7 of Pentacles, 3 of Pentacles, 9 of Cups, and the Knight of Swords. So we've got an investment energy into what yourself. I feel this is putting your love back into yourself, really nurturing that. Go back to the core, nurture yourself from the core out, whether that is your diet and health, exercise, how much sun you're getting, and what it is you're feeding this plant, whether that's social media stuff that you're absorbing. Are you listening to too many guidance readings? Are you getting out in nature? What are you feeding this plant that is you? I feel like I'm shaking my finger at somebody now too. I'm sorry about that. It's not me. It's spirit. So funny. So yeah, this is the advice here. Take it seriously because you are such a beautiful plant that deserves the best nourishment in your environment around you. What are you feeding yourself? What are you telling yourself? We've got also this energy of the 5 of Cups that came out. I feel like I'll pull it up now, because it's sort of that energy. It's that perception of maybe having to go it alone that needs to be dropped as well. The perception of that you'll never be supported, or that nobody truly does care, or it's a matter of being that care for yourself, and then but also trusting in that others are out there. That, you know, I've touched on it before. I just feel that somebody's maybe has held on to victim mentality, something here, or this belief system that you're alone, and that doesn't serve. And at the time when you feel like you're alone and you believe that, it's really hard to turn that around. That's a huge one to turn around, and it takes a long time to truly realize that you're not alone and that the universe does want to assist you. So we've got three of Pentacles, assistance and wishes fulfillment, with 9 of Cups and the Knight of Swords. So advice is to receive help, work with others. If they're like, it's that community energy. Oh, okay, I threw that one away, but we got similar here. It's that community energy. If there's somebody who wants to work with you, I saw 21 on my recording. I don't know what that is. 3 feminine energy. 6 and harmony. Yeah, so we've got, you know, advice is to let others help you if that applies. This could also be professional help as well when it comes to health and things like that. It's actually seeking professional help and getting the assistance and being motivated to go and do the work, go for that run, or making it happen. Make it happen. Don't leave yourself out in the cold any longer. That's what this is about. And all the relationships and connections we have around us are often quite reflective of the one we have with ourselves. And so if you're there for yourself and showing up for yourself and truly nurturing this gorgeous plant, you'll start to see that reflected around from you. Really, you do. It's a very big ship to turn around, but it happens, and it's true. If that for whoever needs that. In the outcome, we've got some definite ending energy here, and that's that nail in the coffin here. So something is enough. We've got transformation and a lot of wisdom and clarity that comes through with this ending, though. It's a decision that is, perhaps there's a truth that's been spoken here too, about like this is it, I'm calling it. We've had the Chariot here twice. We've got the World. Something is finishing up. There's a new cycle that's awaiting. It is hard to accept, perhaps. But we've got the Death card. It brings about rebirth. We have the Resurrection card that was here before as well, I think. Yes, there it is. Yeah, it's powerful. It's painful. It's huge, but it's happening for you. Now, the Oracle card was Truth Be Told. Honesty, accepting things at face value, coming out of denial, the willingness to be transparent, clarity of communication. So that's that sword. So perhaps there is a chance for you to speak to somebody about something that needs to finish. Like, I can't take this anymore. That may be the case. Or a job or something. Like, I don't want this to be about relationships, but it could be a relationship with your boss because you're quitting, or, you know, who knows. There is the truth, the Oracle message. I'll just read the first one. There is the truth, which is the essence of a thing, and then there is a truth, subjective according to the philosophy of the believer. This is not a time for debate about which truth is truer. This is a time when you are called to proclaim your truth out loud and be willing to be transparent, honest, and open in your communication with others and with yourself. Now, I feel like this is huge. A lot of people here, it's being honest with self. I feel like there may be some coping mechanisms as well that are showing up that need to stop. Like, maybe somebody's drinking or smoking something or doing some sort of behavior that may apply to some people here that needs to stop. You need to be truthful with yourself here. You need to, finish that. Because it's blocking your own abundance. It's blocking your own self-worth, self-love. There's something, that may apply to some. Sorry, that just it overread what I was reading. Be honest and open in your communication with others and yourself. Nothing less than surrender to what is. Peeling off the layers of denial that kept you tied to an illusion will set you free. Be authentic and gloriously flawed, and spirit will answer with miracles. Exactly. And there was so much talk about wanting to be authentic. Yeah. All right, beautiful. I'm going to leave it there. It was a 25 minutes. That was a bigger one. All right. I'll speak to you next week. I really enjoyed that, and I hope you did too. Let me know what you think of the charms if you can. I want to know how they hit. Bye. Hey, and welcome to your reading if you chose group number 3. And this reading seems pretty intense as well. All of them have been, so I'm just going to jump straight in. Oh, that's right. I've got I found a box at a flea market on the weekend, and so I've found a bunch of charms there as well, and just around at an op shop and my house, and found enough to start reading charms. So we've got a couple here already. I pulled those first, so I'm going to read them first and see how they go, and you let me know what you think about the charms. So keep using them. I really like them, so I might do some lives with just charms. Could do that too. So, starting with the charms, there is a complicated energy here. I feel like this situation involves a lot of people, perhaps. A lot of different opinions, a lot of different people, or it could be children, or just there seems to be a lot of energies wrapped around this situation. So, the center of your charm reading, you've got this beautiful, this one, when I first saw it, associated itself with the Queen of Pentacles. Grounded, stable, beautiful piece of work, and all these details talking about the fine, intricate carvings of your experiences, and how they've shaped you, and how much you've just somebody, I feel like an advanced soul when you see that, but like advanced through your human experiences, right? You've seen it. Did that come? Yeah, that came with 2 also grounded energies. We've got a little nut and bolt here and a peg. So this is talking about getting to the work, doing the mundane things, doing the hard yards, maybe just doing what needs to be done, continuing making the ship run, or whatever that is, and desire to work harmoniously with people, coexisting, co-creating, working together with people who are going to flow with you and not work against you. And this is something that you're building here. There's something you're building, a legacy here. Now there is a blessing coming your way with the bell. This is a good message of good blessings coming in. That's a wonderful one. Now we've got also the padlocked heart with with a nail underneath, and so the message here is that there has perhaps been this could be a love reading. I did want to keep the love readings to Tuesday, but they could come up in these ones too. Something that's kept you bound. We've got 2 sort of energies here. This one as well is, when I saw it, represented devil energy in the tarot, and the devil card did show up here as well. And so there's something perhaps that's been binding, that's had you stuck, and it's time to break free from that. And maybe you're finally seeing that, or because a lot of the time when I've pulled this so far in reading, it's been this way, where they haven't been able to see the hole to unlock it. This time it was up. It was like, I'm ready to be unlocked now, and then the thing was underneath. But also we have this is a dark energy that's been around you, or some sort of addiction or something, because we've got the devil here, and then we've got this shadow elephant, which talks about shadow work that needs to be done. It's like an elephant in the room that could sometimes talk about a bit of denial, and you haven't wanted to face it, you haven't wanted to release from it for whatever reason, but you've been guided to, because all of the crystals came out that are in there. We've got lapis lazuli, amethyst, citrine, and pink quartz there. So this is really about a message about honoring yourself, choosing the path that you know is right for you, choosing self-love, choosing love, knowing that you are abundant with or without anyone else's opinion or assist. I don't want to say assistance, because I do feel there's the people involved here, but I just, you're the whole package is what I see here. When I see all these together, you are the whole package, and remember that. And there's something that maybe has slowed you down, or has weighed you down on, like, because I see you as big and creating, and there's been some sort of, I don't know, something that's not served and falling away. But anyway, so let me know how you go with the charms. What did you think of that? And I'll jump straight into the cards now. Okay, so we've got the Queen of Swords, we've got the Fool, and we've got the Two of Pentacles. So yeah, the Queen of Swords, the truth is being told. You're making a decision here, and you're taking action, I feel, or you're sitting with something to take action. There's a decision pending, perhaps. Yeah, maybe you haven't taken action yet, but you need to speak a truth here and make a decision on a. It could be two people that you're considering. If this is a love reading, so I can see all through here that there's too many people involved. This could be like third party, or perhaps you're single and there's many options in front of you, or something like that. That could be the case as well. But there's this opportunity for you to take a whole new path that you haven't taken yet, and that may be a little bit scary too. In the challenge position, we've got the Eight of Swords and the King of Pentacles. I feel like this King of Pentacles might be that person you feel bound to. That could be the case. And the challenge is realizing that you're not actually stuck in that situation. I want to get a patch for that one. What was that? Seven of Wands. I will shuffle. But yeah, you've had to lift yourself up out of a situation, or you realizing now that you need to lift yourself up out of something. It's only going to be you that does it. It's only you that sets you free. Hanged Man, you're sitting with it still. You're not sure. You're not sure how to move forward. You want to... You don't want this though. You definitely... Yeah, the Tower. Something's got to end. You're calling it. It's that nail in the coffin. It's the last... No more of this. Whatever it is, you need to set yourself free. The key is upright. The thing's upright for you. You've got the key and... the key is in just listening to your path and not paying attention to that anymore. Drawing your attention to what you're creating, getting grounded, staying with that mundane stuff. Now it's starting to flow in there. Okay, so in the yeah, your key is the mundane. And what do you expect for a retrograde? We're not doing big things right now. We're going within. Maybe we are doing big things, you know what I mean. I hope. Beliefs. Right, we've got the Ace of Cups and the King of Cups. Now this may resonate for somebody who perhaps has a cup of love to offer to somebody that perhaps is not receiving it at this time. That may be the case as well, like you're feeling like you've not been received by this person and so you need to take another path. That may be the case as well. But like I said, I want to leave love readings till Tuesdays. We've got the All here as well, which talks about infinite possibilities within this situation. So what I get from these cards mostly is that you understand that whatever this experience has brought to you, no matter how tumultuous and challenging it may be at times, it has given you the biggest expansion on your understanding and capacity to love and of love. Of unconditional divine love. You are learning so much about self-love, and I feel in teaching that to others, it's a message you share. You're somebody who, yeah, I just feel an authentic being, you know, within this reading. And so when you've tried to offer compassion and understanding and love to a situation that has either just taken it for granted or just not received it for whatever reason, if that applies, you know, sometimes we need to just, well, enough's enough then. I know where I'm appreciated or needed. That may apply to some people. So in the root of the issue, we've got a need for balance, basically. We've got the Star and the Six of Wands on one hand. We've actually got balance, the Justice card there for Patch. We've got the Four of Swords, the Four of Pentacles. So on one hand, we've got striving, you know, having hope for a successful future, for being received, for being witnessed, for you. There's something you want to be seen for, whether it's a message you want to get across to somebody, or somebody to recognize you for the work that you've done, or to truly just see you, for you to shine. There's this desire to shine. But there's also this need for rest and to close it in and to be introverted as well at the same time. So I feel within the root of the issue, sometimes it's finding that balance of when to speak and when to move forward, and when to know when to rest and to regroup your going to say assets, not assets, your resources. Yeah, there's a recalibration perhaps happening in that way. Yeah. Big siren going past. I'm just going to go ahead to the recent past. We've got Temperance, Seven of Cups, Three of Wands. So yeah, you're in this place of processing, perhaps sitting back, checking, doing a stock take. Perhaps it is a lot of retrogrades. It's time to slow down. That may be applying to you, where you're really needing to step back from a situation and analyze here to make a decision, or before you make a decision. So yeah, surrendering to the path ahead. Surrendering to perhaps needing to, there's this feeling of needing to make a decision and not having enough information yet too, like wanting to gather more information before you can move ahead, and you're sort of waiting for that information to come in, or waiting for the dust to settle and a bit more clarity to come in, like it's too hazy, or it has been too hazy to act in the past, or you didn't have the key information to act, or you weren't something happened. I'm sorry. In the near future, we've got the Five of Wands and the Devil, and we have the Seven of Pentacles and the Empress. Investment and nurture. So yeah, it's you drawing out, it's that Queen of Swords coming in, it's making a decision. You're weighing up the pros and cons of a situation, perhaps. What is nurturing and what isn't, and you're not being afraid to be confrontational in the face of that which binds you. Like, no, this is not enough. I need to invest my energy into what's nurturing and honors my path as the Empress here. So yeah, there's a decision being made here to cut what's weighing you down, and that's been the theme across all three readings. Actually, is to cut out what's holding you back. What are we moving forward with? And that's what a retrograde does. It makes us really go inside and look at what we don't want to take with us. It's a chance to reflect and review, and that's what's going on here. In the self-perception, you are so gentle and caring and motherly, if that applies, a wonderful mother, a wonderful nurturer or healthcare provider or guidance or an intuitive or whatever this is, a healer energy, all the nurturing, wonderful, soft qualities of the beautiful Queen of Cups, the charitable Six of Cups, Six of Pentacles, and the Six of Cups, working with children perhaps as well, working in charity, working in giving. You see yourself as somebody who has so much to give and does freely, because you are a fountain of unlimited energy, because you're connected to Source, because of the way you pull it through. It seems to be just a fountain from you. When you are nurtured, and when you're not nurtured, that fountain turns off and you're not as able to give and connect. So you're realizing areas where you're being depleted, because it affects your work, I feel, or it affects your ability to truly provide the care that you love to give in the way that you love to give it. That's not a message I'm getting here with the, something, you're like, no, if something's holding you back, it's getting the cut. You deserve, because this is gorgeous energy. You know you are a beautiful light being that only brings love, joy, and provides nurturing sustenance to people. You don't come in someone's life and make them frown. Like, you don't show up in their day and make the day worse for having you been in it. No, that's not what you do. That's not the person you are. So, and that's self-perception. You damn well know it. I'm not telling you anything you don't know, and I'm not tooting your horn either, because it's the truth. So, outside perceptions, how others perceive you. Ace of Swords, the Hermit, Page of Wands, Judgment, Nine of Cups. So yeah, you've delivered a message of judgment to somebody, perhaps. I could see here you've spoken a truth about a wisdom that you have found, or you've taken your time out to gather that information to then come forward with a message, or you are still taking time out and will come forward and people are expecting you to come forward with a message. That may be the case. A message that honors you, a message that that calls a decision, that it could be just a new direction or a new truth or a new embodiment of something higher level. Nine of Cups. It's a wish fulfillment here as well. Others see you as chasing your dreams and making things happen because you are just so capable as well. There's just some things that keep you stuck, but like this, I feel so, I don't even know what I'm pulling cards for right now. Like, I feel confused at the whole reading, so I'm just like, someone help me here. Spirit, help me out. What do I need to know? Yeah. You're creating something for you. It's what a life that you want, or a relationship that you want, or a business, or a dream, or a goal, and you're maybe at the beginning of it. There's so much enthusiasm with driving forward. You've got a vision. You want to bring it forward. You've got creativity. Ace of Swords. You've got a message to share. Ace of Swords twice. Perceptive. You're having these epiphanies and realizations. Perhaps you're going through a lot of expansion and a lot of growth, and that is then expanding your world or expanding the message that you've already been delivering, or there's just expansion around you in what may look like the tower and chaos and having to defend yourself and feeling stuck and have like a myriad of options and pathways in front of you and not sure where to go, and some things are holding you back, but like it's all like a big, like I see a bit of a stormy mess sort of thing, but when that dust settles, there's going to be this masterpiece revealed, this chiseled marble statue of something, from the rubble. So in where are we now? Advice. So we got the Two of Pentacles again. We had that there right in the situation. So make this decision. Call the shot here. Make this decision that is in alignment with your highest path. Is in alignment with what you know your soul work is here with the Lovers card. It could also be a decision, like I said, I don't know if I tried to stay away from the relationship thing, but with that energy of the King of Cups and the King of Pentacles, it could be making a decision on the lover that's going to honor you and nurture you, and not if that applies, but I'll keep away from that anyway. I want to say this is a decision based in alignment with what's right for you, with what's best for you, with your destiny, with the Lovers card. Something, it's a truth, it's a decision being made on a soul level. And it could be about who works with you or the direction you go when it comes to your creation. This is creativity and what you're building with the Three of Pentacles. It's also cooperation and teamwork and finding resources and people that can help you along your way. And choosing what is going to help you along your way and what is perhaps going to bring you down and make you feel powerless and stuck. There's a lot of options in front of you, and maybe you're not sure yet which option to take. So I feel also that the message here is to not rush those decisions, to allow the right thing to show itself to you in the advice area there. Allow it to feel good, to feel true, and then make your decision and step forward. We've also got in that area the 9 and then the 10 of Pentacles. So this is like the decision you make right now, from the 2 to the 3, from the 9 to the 10, the decisions you make right now in alignment with your highest path, and what you know to be authentic for you, is only going to bring you abundance. From that to decision making, to getting to work, to then becoming self-sufficient, content, the ball is rolling, the finances coming in, 10 of Pentacles, we've built an empire. So the advice is get to work, do your thing. So if something's going to distract you and pull you down, see you later. This stuff, you don't need it. There's so much, like the center of the reading is the thing that you're building. This I feel like this is Empress energy now. And the mundane, getting to work, doing it, all those pentacles we just saw, 2, 3, 9 and 10. So now in the outcome, sort of reiterating everything we've said thus far, of course. The Wheel of Fortune, first and foremost, big change, karmic change, new cycles, heading in a different direction perhaps. 7 of Wands, you've had to lift yourself up out of something. You've had to defend yourself in a situation here, or defend your path, or perhaps there was a bit of adversity, or people with different opinions, all these other people involved that I did feel at the start that may apply. Got 7 of Wands here in the challenge too. So I feel like it's you creating change out of this challenge and leaving behind what doesn't serve to move towards an abundant new beginning. Something prosperous that's going to bring you, it's all this work. You're leaving behind anything emotional and heavy and crap that you don't need, leaving it behind to move into abundance, to move into something fresh and new beginning. Now the Oracle card we had is regeneration. 46, that's rebirth type energy. Rebirth, second chances and new opportunities. Second chances are available to you now. Whatever opportunities you thought were dead are now revived in a more authentic, stronger form. Whatever you may have perceived as failure or loss is being replaced by something better and more powerful, growing in its place. This rebirth is assured. Step into a new life. Destiny is being fulfilled in wondrous ways. That is so good. So here we go, back to the beginning of the reading. There's this harsh truth that may have been had to be called, perhaps. Like, there's this very clear decision that perhaps has been made, and it brings you to this fresh new start. Regeneration. Okay, I'm going to leave it there. I hope that reading gave some comfort or clarity or guidance, and let me know what you thought of the charms, and I will talk to you next week. Bye.